Hey bro, so I have been mewing for the last couple of years now, and for me personally, it has given like amazing results. I know some people have like very strong opinions about mewing, like it doesn't work, or lately it's been hitting off exceptionally well. Like everybody's mewing, but I feel like most of the people are doing it wrong, or they don't know how to do it, and they're just hoping, and they're like I'm mewing or some bullshit like that. And I know there's a meme going around. Um, I am making this video relatively quick. It's going to be relatively shorter video because I don't want to give a lot of energy into this topic because it's not something that is like very important. Like it's basically like a shallow topic to me because most of my topics are like valuable. Like they provide tangible results to you. Like they're valuable, right? Building an aesthetic physique, improving your communication skills, building consistently, helping you with your consistency. All of that stuff I feel like is relatively deeper. That's going to improve the quality of your life. I don't think mewing on its own is going to do much for you, but still, I have used it on my own, so I felt like it wouldn't be fair if I didn't tell you about it. So I'll just post like a quick picture of me before and after, and you can like see my after, like you can see the face structure that I have. Here's a before picture of me, how I used to look before I started mewing, before I knew anything about mewing at all. And this is right now how I look. And you can see even while I'm talking, my jawline is pretty like decent. And I need you to understand, mewing on its own is not going to give you like a impeccable jawline. That's not what mewing does. Okay, so I want you to be managing your expectations with this. Mewing is just basically what mewing is. It's the resting posture of your tongue, basically. So instead of keeping your tongue on the bottom of your mouth, that is, you will do that if you're a mouth breather or if you're not very conscious and aware of where your tongue lies while you're not speaking or while you're not eating. So if you're aware of where your tongue should be and if it is on the top of your mouth, then you're mewing. If that was too confusing for you, mewing is basically keeping your tongue on the roof of your mouth. So imagine this is the roof of your mouth and this is your tongue, right? Normally it will sit like at the bottom. It'll be at the bottom and you'll be breathing through your mouth, or there'll be some bullshit going on. Like, some people, how their face is like very weird. Like they'll have face like that and they'll be breathing through their mouth. That's because they have wrong tongue posture. And there's been multiple studies showing that people who breathe through their mouth have very bad facial structures, facial features. Basically, have a very soft facial features. Their face is like shortened, and their jawline is like non-existent, and there's some skin hanging about. It's just not very nice. It's obviously also not a very masculine look for a man. So what I was saying, if this is like the roof of your mouth, your tongue basically is that. It's normally it sits on the bottom of your mouth, right? If you're a normal person, it basically sits at the bottom of your mouth. Your goal is to make sure that the back side of your tongue, this is the roof, and the back side of your tongue is completely in contact with the top of your mouth. So your tongue should be at all times you should be pushing from here, and your tongue should be resting on the top of your mouth. What that does basically is people are overcomplicating this so much. Basically, all you have to do is you have to pull the lower half of your face upwards. So that's all you have to do. When you do that, you automatically put the back side of your tongue on the top of your mouth. And when you have your mouth closed and then you do it like that, your tongue is automatically going to be pressed on the roof of your mouth. So whenever you do that, it's definitely going to push your face upwards. Now, why do this? What this does? How is this going to give you like a sharper face or sharper jawline? It's basically, look at that. It's training the rest of my face. Every single muscle on the bottom of my face. It's like training everything here. Right? So all the muscles here are contracting when I push my tongue upwards. So it's basically giving you like more definition around it. So that is why even if I do that, you can still like kind of see my jawline. That's not just because I have lower body fat percentage. That's also because I have built like muscles around it. And that happens through mewing, right? So your goal with mewing is not to regularly like keep extreme pressure on the back of your throat. That's going to hurt. It's not ideal. Do not do that. Your goal is to make sure that the resting position of your tongue is on the top of your mouth, like on the roof of your mouth. That is your goal. Your goal is to make sure that whenever, even if you're not thinking about it, your tongue just naturally goes to the roof of your mouth whenever your face is closed and whenever you're not eating or not speaking. Do not press too hard. Do not try to intentionally I've seen people do like they're like pulsing it. They're like it's like they're doing reps. Don't do that. It's going to hurt, and then you won't feel like doing it anymore. Or worse, it's going to cramp your throat. That's the worst thing you can do. That it hurts like shit. I've done that. I'm telling you my own mistakes. I have done that because that's what I thought mewing was. I didn't think mewing was just keeping your tongue on the roof of your mouth. I thought you had to continuously like keep pressing it. I kept pressing it and it started to hurt on the back of my throat, and eventually I got like a very bad cramp there. And it was like something was stuck in my throat. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't swallow. Do not do that. Just keep your tongue gently, very gently, like minimum pressure on the roof of your mouth. Okay, there needs to be a little bit of pressure, but it should be so that you can keep it there all day, all night. Right? And that leads to me to the next point. You should be mewing while you sleep. Your mouth should be closed. You shouldn't be a mouth breather while you sleep. Like you can duct tape your face. You can put tape on your face and sleep like that. Your mouth should be closed. You shouldn't be breathing through it. That's how you develop this level of definition. Mewing day and night, that's what it means. It's just a tongue posture. Like your tongue is going to sit somewhere, right? Might as well keep it at the top of your mouth instead of the bottom. When you keep it at the bottom, you get no benefit. You are growing uglier by keeping your tongue at the bottom of your mouth. Instead, keep it at the top. That's all. Okay. Here are two reasons why mewing works. Number one, it is the constant pressure that your tongue applies on the roof of your mouth leads your upper jaw to like sort of push the tongue softly pushes it upward and outward. That makes that like heavily improves your facial features. Because if you notice any mouth readers, if you notice anybody that breathe like that, their face is like pushed inward almost, and that is because their jaw is like slanted downwards, and their tongue is almost like limp. What you need to do is keep like a subtle pressure on the top of the roof of your mouth. That will make sure that you're intentionally pushing your face like outward like that, and that is a good thing. So that's number one. Your face like sort of it molds your face. Your tongue slowly molds your face into growing your upper jaw like slightly upward and outward. And I'll probably post like a diagram or a picture of something that will explain it better. That's number one. Second, it highly engages like muscles on your lower jaw, like I explained, the muscles on your lower jaw and your parts of your necks. So it grows like a thicker neck, and your lower jaw also gets defined because of that. That's the two reasons why you should be mewing. Alright, so I'll be very honest with you. Mewing alone is not that big of a tool. It's not that great of a tool either. Like it's not going to help you a lot because people overestimate mewing. Like it's not that big of a deal. You're just keeping your tongue on the top of your mouth instead of the bottom. Like it's not going to do that much that quickly. You won't see results within a week or even a month. You have to do it consistently every single day, all night for a couple of months to see this result. But the results are pretty drastic, but it takes time. And chances are you won't be able to follow through because you have to continuously keep telling yourself, because you have a habit of keeping your tongue on the bottom of your mouth. So you have to completely eliminate a habit and then form a new habit. That takes time, and that takes a lot of effort. So what I would recommend, obviously, mewing is a good practice. It forces you to breathe through your nose, which is like a great thing. But I would recommend that you aid it with couple of other things that I think will be equally helpful for improving your facial features. Number one thing, in my opinion, that will be the best, that will give you like the best results, is chewing gum. Obviously, chewing gum is not going to like, it's not very expensive. You can buy like chewing gum is 1 rupees. Like you can afford that. Even if you chew one a day, it's like 30 rupees a month. That's affordable for anybody. It's not going to fuck with your fitness either because like it's like 2-3 calories. You can burn that out like from drinking water. So it's basically negligible. It is negligible. There's no calories in it. So chewing gum is really like it. It forces you to chew exponentially more than you would normally. So even if you're like even if you force yourself to chew food more than you normally do, you're still not going to develop that good of a jawline or that good of jaw muscles from just chewing food, because you have to eventually like what chewing food is, you're chewing so that it becomes like a mush and so that it's like not very resistant to your chew. So the more you chew, the softer it becomes. Chewing gum is not like that. It comes down to a consistency and then it stays like that. As like you can keep chewing a gum for like 30 years straight and it's going to stay the same. Right? You understand what I'm talking about. So that gives your jaw a constant resistance. So time and attention, right? When you're training your muscles, you must have heard about time and attention. The particular muscle stays under tension, the more muscle you're going to build. Similarly with your jaw, the longer it stays under tension, the more muscles you're going to build. So chew gum, it's like an inexcusable way to build your jaw muscles. That's number one. Number two is get down to a lower body fat percentage. Like, sounds very obvious, but people don't fucking work like that. People don't think like that for some reason. If you want to see your abs, obviously you first build your abs. You can't just expect to lower your body fat percentage and you'll just look amazing. You'll have abs. No, you have to build abs and then you shred all that fat and then you can see your abs, right? Similarly with your face, you can be chewing 1,000 gums a day and you still won't be able to see your jaw unless you have like a lower body fat percentage. So that's essential. Like do a couple of days of extra cardio, do a couple of minutes of extra cardio, do something that you like pick up sport and start playing. Do anything extra that will burn a little bit extra calories so that you shred a little bit extra fat. And chances are that, like, I'll tell you this thing, chances are you will lose your face fat the easiest. Like your body just assumes that the fat on your face is like affordable to lose. Like you can afford to lose that. Because there are no vital organs like on your face that needs protection from heat, that need protection from like cold. It will hesitate, your body will hesitate before removing fat from like maybe your chest or maybe your stomach. That's where it's like hardest to lose fat from. If you're a guy, you've been trying to lose fat, you know that. Like lower belly fat, that's like extremely hard to lose, but like face fat is relatively easier to lose. So you can probably like lose a lot of face fat within like a couple of weeks. Within 2 to 6 weeks, you can lose a lot of face fat. If you do all these things like collectively for a couple of weeks, even, I promise you, your facial structure will improve drastically. Even if you think your facial features are like relatively okay right now, I promise you, after you complete these couple of things, after you've done these things like for a couple of weeks, when you compare your face features from before, it's going to be like a drastic big change. And you're probably coping right now and you're thinking like I said it won't, like mewing won't be that big of a difference, so you won't do it. Or maybe you tried doing it and it felt uncomfortable and you're coping like I won't be able to do it for months, like I won't be able to remind myself. Or maybe you're just coping and being lazy and you're thinking like this is not like a valuable thing for me. Bro, I promise you, after 1 week of mewing every single day, you're just gonna, it's gonna become unconscious. Like you'll subconsciously just put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. It just happens like that. Like so many times of the day, I found myself just mewing for no reason whatsoever. Like I don't intentionally mew anymore. I don't have to. Like I just that's my resting tongue position now. So I don't have to consciously do it. It will be the same thing for you, and the benefits are like exponential. Like I know I said it's not like that big of a deal. It's not that deep of a subject, sure, but like this is a self-improvement channel and I want to help you improve yourself in any way as much as I can. This is my way of helping you improve your facial features or your physical features. So even if you feel like this is like a relatively shallow topic, just do it for a week. Do these 3 things for a week. And I promise you, once you see like some sort of a result, you won't be able to stop doing it. That's all I have for this video, but there is something else I want to speak about. So I wanted to take some accountability. So I know I'm like a self-improvement YouTuber and you look up to me and you're like, a lot of people are like calling me Bhaiya in the comment section. Means a lot to me. It means a lot to me that my videos and my words relate to you and you're able to understand what I'm talking about and you're able to take value from that. That's awesome. That's like my goal. That's my aim. My aim is not to make money through this YouTube channel. I want to make money as a side effect, like as a result of helping you out. My main goal is to help you out. So I'm extremely, extremely grateful that I'm able to. But I just wanted to make something very clear with you, I wanted to be very honest with you about this. I have been slacking. I haven't been very disciplined for the past couple of days. Like past couple of days, I have been disciplined, but I've just been through a phase where I was not disciplined, where I was not regular, where I was not consistent. I think I missed a 1 or 2 day of the, and I want to make it very clear with you. That happens. And that happens. Now it doesn't happen that often, but earlier it used to happen a lot. Okay. Imagine a month where I'll be extremely, extremely disciplined for 4 days. And those 4 days won't happen like one after the other. There won't be consecutive days. This is not scripted, by the way. I'm not reading off a laptop. I'm just talking with you. Those 4 or 5 days, maybe 10 days of me being disciplined wouldn't be consecutive. Maybe 1-2 days from week, 1-2 days from another, 1-2 days from another week. That was me being disciplined. That is how spotty my consistency was. Right now, I'm at this point where whenever my environment changes, whenever my routine changes, I fuck up. So I went to a family trip recently, like in the beginning of this month. I went to Vaishno Devi with my parents, and it was a fun trip. It was very nice and it was very nice. It was like a good break because I was being extremely disciplined. I was being very consistent with my content. When I came back, my discipline, my consistency, my hardworking spirit, everything, motivation, everything was gone. My routine was over. I would be ashamed to show you my habit tracker for those couple of days. I was slacking with making videos. So I made videos, right? But this is like my second accountability. This is the second thing that I fucked up on. I strayed away from my goal, basically, my aim, my values. I started to obsess too much on views and too much on likes and stuff like that. Things that don't really matter. Click through rate. Like my videos were aimed, I was still aiming at giving you value, but they were less aimed at giving you value, more aimed at like getting views and getting a higher retention. So you must have noticed my videos lately, like instead of the conversation skill wala video, instead of that, the other videos are relatively shorter. That's because I was scripting those videos and I had more to give. I had more value to add to that. I thought of a lot more things, but I decided that I'm going to stop scripting, and that because I stopped scripting because like I wanted the video to be shorter. Because like if you think about it logically, if you think about it from the views perspective, shorter videos take less effort. Shorter videos get more views, but they don't provide the value that I want to provide to you. Like even if you think about it, like from strictly from getting views and getting more subscriber point of view, shorter videos are like absolutely amazing. The only thing that is bad with shorter videos is that average view duration. They don't have that much average view duration, because longer videos, like people tend to watch more parts of the longer videos. That might be surprising to you. Like my average view duration from a long video, from the conversation skill video, is like 3 minutes. It's an hour long video, and you must be surprised because if you're a subscriber, you must have watched like that video till the end. But most people don't watch it till the end. Most people watch like a couple of minutes of it and then they fuck off. So I started obsessing with that, and I started catering to their needs instead of my target audience, which is you. I have no excuses. Like, this is not an apology. I'm not apologizing for shit. Like, of course I want views. Of course I want that. But that was against my values and against my morals. So ideally, like, this is me talking to myself. This is me scolding myself, basically. I'm scolding my past self. And I'm also making a promise to my future self that I'm not going to do that anymore. Like, yes, I want to get more views. Yes, I want to get more retention. But I don't want that if I have to lower the amount of value that I give in a particular video. If I have like 1.5 hours worth of value to give in a particular video and it gets like 3 minutes of retention, I'm fine with that now. I didn't used to be, it used to hurt that I'm making like a 2-hour video, 1.5 hour long video to 1 hour long video, and people are only watching it for like 3 minutes. I'm okay with that now. Because I know my target audience, like people like you particularly, are watching it to the end. I know that there's one subscriber who's watching it till the end, and I'm okay with that. Because I want to help you the most. Instead of helping everybody a little bit, I want to help you a lot. And that would make me a lot more happy, and that will fulfill my purpose a lot faster than helping a lot of people just a little bit. So from this point onward, I won't be pushing out. I won't be a bitch. Like for the past, I took accountability a long time ago. I just didn't feel like I didn't feel the need to speak about it. But now I do. I feel like you should know that I'm only human. I make mistakes, but I learn from them and I get back up. And if you make mistakes, you're just as good or just as bad as me, because I made mistakes too. For a week or for more than a week, I was a bitch. I was still working. I was still going to the gym. I was just pushing out on my work, and I was sometimes missing my gym time. I was not waking up as early as I should be. I was not sleeping on time. I was watching videos at night. That is not what I stand for. That is not what I teach. That is not the person I can be if I want to be your leader, if I want to lead you in the right direction. I cannot be there. So for the last couple of days, I've been waking up every single day consistently at 5 a.m. Today, I didn't feel like waking up at 5. I did not. I was extremely sleepy and tired. I didn't even have fucking coffee. I just woke up, started working. I worked for 2 hours straight. I scripted a couple of videos. I'm going to record all those videos right now. This is the first one of those. So I just want to honestly let you know that it's okay to fuck up. It's not okay to stay down and just feel sorry about yourself and be a bitch. Nobody else is going to get you up. It's your responsibility to get up. And you get up by making a mistake and then telling yourself that that mistake was not you. That was simply just a mistake. And I could cope, and I could be like, every time my environment changes, every time like I get sick, every time I go away to a vacation, every time someone comes into my house, like there's a guest resting in my house, that I fuck up because of that. Like I could cope and be like, it's outside problems. But as a high value man, I have to take responsibility. As a man that teaches you this stuff, I have to take responsibility and look within myself. Yes, environment does affect your behavior, but that does not, but behavior is in your control. Like I can still choose to wake up at 5 a.m., lock the fucking doors and sit down to work. Even if I'm in Vaishno Devi. I can still go to the gym every single day, even if there's a guest living in my house. Even if I'm sick, I can still wake up every single day, open my laptop and work like for 30 minutes if I can't work for 2 hours or 3 hours. That is what consistency is. That is what being a high value man is. It's to not break your routine. It's to not give up on your values like I fucking did. I strayed away. Like I was in the wrong direction. I was going in the wrong direction. I would have led you in the wrong direction. But I corrected myself. I looked inside instead of pointing fingers outside. That's what a high value man is. I learned from my mistakes and I'm not going to make that mistake again. If I go on a vacation again, I have a switch now. I didn't know about this, but I have a fucking switch. Like I know earlier I talked about like a honeymoon phase. Whenever you like get onto self-improvement, whenever you get onto a new routine, it feels awesome in the beginning, but eventually you like your motivation slacks off and then you start fucking up. I don't. I have a switch. I just have to follow like a set of routines and my brain just fires. My brain just goes back to that fucking animal psycho self. I woke up today at 5 a.m. I scripted 2 videos and then I read this book called Expert Secrets. After that, I had my breakfast and I'm recording my video right now. And I'm going to be recording another video after this. I have gone back to the animal. And I lost motivation. This is not motivation. Alright, I was not motivated to wake up today at 5 a.m. I was not motivated to go to sleep yesterday at 9 p.m. I still did. I still put my phone on airplane mode. I threw it away and I went to sleep. I woke up at 5 a.m. I washed my face with cold water, had cold water to drink, and I started working. I started working while my breath was stinking without brushing. That is what it takes. I could have not told you this. I could have not told you that I fucked up. And nobody would have known. There's no way. My parents didn't know I fucked up. Because they didn't know I wake up at 5 a.m. They don't know what time I wake up at. They just find me here working whenever they wake up. My parents are like early risers. They wake up at 6, 7. Sometimes when they're very tired, they wake up at 8. But usually they wake up around 6, 7 a.m. And they always find me working here. Fucking up is normal. Fucking up is okay. I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that I'm only human. That you can, if you think that my lifestyle is too unattainable, because for some reason people who are on the internet are seen as these perfect scenarios, like these perfect idols. I want to make sure you understand I'm not. I come from the same place you come from. I come from the same country you come from. I come from the same family backgrounds that you come from. I come from a middle class family. My parents wanted me to go to college. My parents wanted me to get a job and just be a normal fucking loser. I decided that I'm going to be an outcast. I decided that I'm not going to follow the societal norms. I decided to drop out of college. I decided to follow this YouTube journey. I decided to build consistency and build good fucking habits because I decided on my own that these are the habits that are going to get me to success, get me to be the person that I want to be. If you are anything like me, if you have fucked up ever, all I want to tell you is that I fuck up regularly. The only difference is that I get back up. And these days, I don't even fuck up that big. Like, if something very drastic happens, like I go on a vacation, I go on to travel, and a couple of days my routine is just all fun. Like, I'm not recording videos, I'm not working out, I'm eating whatever the fuck I feel like. Those things tend to put you back in the place like where you used to be. That sent me back to the degenerate Akshath. That made me the junk eater Akshath, the the YouTube mukbang videos watching Akshath, the waking up late Akshath, staying up late watching, scrolling on Instagram Akshath. It sent me back. It it imposed all those habits back onto me. And I was questioning myself, like, have I really changed? Am I fooling all these people on the internet? And that's when I decided, no, I'm not going to be that person. That is not me. That's when I decided the next day I'm going to wake up on at 5 a.m. and I'm going to make sure the entire month, this month, is going to be all fucking takes on my habit tracker. It's been 3 days, it's been 3 or 4 days, and all there is tick marks on the habit tracker. I want you to win. I need you to win. I want to build a community of men like us. Powerful, animalistic fucking men, feral men, who will do anything to achieve what they want, who will sacrifice everything to achieve what they want. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I don't have a girlfriend for the next two years. I don't give a fuck if I don't make a new friend in the next 2 years. I don't give a fuck if my relatives think that I'm a bad person for abusing on the internet. I don't care about any of that. All I care about is that I provide value to you. All I care about is I become a better man because of this accountability. I feel accountable. I feel responsible to keep being this person, to wake up at 5 a.m. Eventually, I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. Like, I'm making that transition. I'm going to be waking up at 4 a.m. and I'm going to further increase the amount of work that I'm doing. Right now, all I have to do is make videos, script videos, make videos, script videos. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to do more work than that. That's because I need to build this community. This is why I have been put on this planet. I am not expecting anything from you from saying all this. This is simply just for me. I just had to say all this, say all that things, because I am ashamed for the person I was for the past couple of days. Even if it was for a couple of days, I feel responsible. I feel insulted because of my own behavior. This is not, again, I'm not apologizing for shit. I don't feel the need to apologize to you right now. But I do feel the need to be accountable, to be responsible. As someone that you idolize, as someone that you are looking up to, I feel the need to tell you my shortcomings. I fuck up too, but I get back on track very quickly. I have built a switch on my brain. Like, there's a switch. That's how long it takes for me to get back on track. How long does it take you? A month, 2 months, 3 months, couple of months? This video was supposed to be about mewing, but instead I want to make this video about you taking responsibility for yourself as well. Whenever you fuck up, whenever you make a mistake, watch this video again from this part. Know that the person that you're looking up to also fucks up, but he gets back on track like that. I punish myself because of 3 days of fucking up, 3 or 4 days, however long I fucked up. And I wasn't, I honestly, like, if I'm not being like too harsh on myself, if I just see it like from a layman's perspective, from a third person's perspective, right? I wasn't really a degenerate in that period of time. It's not like I was eating complete junk food. I was still eating under my calories. I was still getting enough protein. I was just not eating the foods that are in my diet. I eat mostly the same breakfast every single day. I just missed that a couple of times. I missed one gym session. I was still working every single day. I was just like being lazy about it. So I was still doing way better than most of the losers out there. But I still have high, my standards are still so fucking high. That is not acceptable to me. And that's that's exactly where I want to take you as well. I want to keep your standards so fucking high that other people don't even measure to you. I didn't want this video to be like a fucking rant, but that's how fired up and that's how mad fucking up gets me. Like, I don't feel sorry for myself. I don't feel like a victim. This was my doing. I did it on my own. I have zero excuses. I just told you like the literal reasons. Like, those are the reasons maybe you fuck up as well. Because of a change in environment, maybe because you get sick, or maybe because like there is someone else in your environment, which basically when a new person comes into your life, which is basically a change in the environment. So those are the reasons that I fucked up, and I feel ashamed of myself. But I just wanted to be I just wanted to be accountable because I have 500 subscribers right now, and I know there are a lot of people, a lot of men looking up to me, and I just wanted to let them know that I am only human. You can easily, I'll be realistic, not easily, but you can be the person that I am right now. I still fuck up, but I don't fuck up too much. And when I fuck up, I make sure that I know it's completely my fault. I don't blame anyone else. So you can criticize me in the comments. You can say I'm a fake. You can say anything that you want. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. But this was like self-accountability. I just wanted to tell you that I actually do what I preach. I live my life this way, the way I tell you, the way I teach you. I'm building a community of high value men, or men who want to become high value. If you think you're one of them, subscribe to my channel right now so my videos find you more easily and so I can help you in your own self-improvement journey by videos just like this every Monday and Thursday. And I'll see you in the next video.